Now this is the time to honor our dignitaries and present Human Excellence Award 2023, Guild of International Speakers and Trainers, Singapore. His Excellency Ambassador K. Keshapani, retired, President Abdul Kalam Vision Society, Deputy President Puan Noor Aisha Intercultural Institute, Term Trustee, Singapore Indian Development Association. His Excellency Ambassador K. Keshapani was Singapore's High Commissioner to Malaysia from 1997 to 2002. He served as Singapore's permanent representative to the UN in Geneva and was currently accredited as Ambassador to Italy 1991-1997 and Turkey. He was elected the first chairman of the General Council of the WTO in 1995. He was also Singapore's non-residence ambassador to the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan from 2002 to 2012. He was the director of Institute of Southeast Asian Studies, NUS. He is an adjunct professor at the Lee Kuan Yew School of Public Policy in NUS, former president of Singapore Indian Association. Currently, he is the president of Abdul Kalam Vision Society, deputy president of Puan Noor Aisha Intercultural Institute, term trustee in Singapore Indian Development Association, Singapore. And to do the honor, I would like to request Dr. B. Ramanathan and Professor Chino to kindly come up on the stage and do the honor. And ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to His Excellency Ambassador K. Keshapani. May I request, sir, the personality of such a stature, it's an honor for us to present an award to such a personality. Ladies and gentlemen, Guild of International Speakers and Trainers, Singapore feels honored and proud to present the award to His Excellency Ambassador K. Keshapani, who is the President of Abdul Kalam Vision Society, Singapore, Deputy President Puan Noor Aisha Intercultural Institute, Term Trustee, Singapore Indian Development Association, Singapore. A big round of applause. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah. May I request you, sir, to kindly say a few words?
Good evening, friends. This is indeed an honor, most unexpected, especially beginning of the year. But when Dr. Ram called me a few days ago, I was really wondering whether I deserve this kind of honor. But you never say no to Dr. Ram. What this strikes me as Mother Teresa's words. We all can't do great things, but we can do small things with great love. That is what this society and the organizations are doing. In their own way, they're contributing, they're making this a better place to live. And we all have to see what we can do to help them. And on my part, I'm very happy to be recognized. But more than that, I'm happy that the community has recognized. And even more than that, our country has recognized what we are doing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your golden words. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Amir Ali Abdul Ali, who is the President of Muslim Kidney Action Association, Vice President of Puan Noor Aisha Intercultural Institute, Singapore. Amir Ali Abdali is founder and President of the Muslim Kidney Action Association, MKAC. He has an illustrious career in government service, having held many positions, including Deputy Director of the OSH Division of Ministry of Manpower and General Manager of the Occupational Safety and Health Center. Mr. Amir Ali was appointed as Justice of the Peace by the President of Republic of Singapore in 2008. He is also a member of the Board of Visiting Justices and as a mediator with the Family Justice Court. A strong believer of interfaith and community engagement, he is currently serving in the Interreligious Organization, IRO, as a council member since 1996. He has been the Honorary Secretary and Treasurer of IRO. Mr. Amir Ali has held numerous other non-government appointments, including being Honorary President of the National Safety Council of Singapore and Deputy Lead Director of the Saleh American Foundation. Thank you very much, Mr. Amir Ali, for accepting this award, and may I request Dr. Ram and Dr. Pinu to kindly come here and do the honor. And ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Mr. Amir Ali Abdul Ali. It's a matter of great prestige and honor for all of us to have him this evening, honoring him. Thank you very much for accepting this award, and may I request you, sir, to kindly say a few words, please.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ram and Mr. Chinu and your society for conferring on me this very prestigious award, and I'm very humbled. The first person I want to mention and recognize is the first recipient, Ms. Ambassador K. Kesavapani, who is a great mentor to me. And what has been said about him is just a tip of the iceberg. There's so much more he has done. And one of it is to inspire people. I think that's a true leader. So I'm one of the very fortunate persons to have been inspired by him, and through that I have been able to serve in many different organizations. So, Mr. Pani, thank you very much. At the same time, yes, it's true that I am involved in quite a number of organizations, but I believe that put all that aside, the main important thing in life is cultivating friendships. And in that regard, you know, the friendships that I have made of the good people in the journeys that I have gone through are priceless, because it's the friends who can lift you up. It's the friends who can pray for you, not your awards. And it's your friends who can wish you well when you're not well. And if you're in hospital, it's your friends can visit you. So your material objects cannot do that. So the emphasis is always respect people, cherish people, and remember that we are in this world together, and our only duty is to support each other, help each other, and protect each other. That's the way I would like it to be, and that's the way how I hope that we can move on in the future. So once again, Dr. Ram and Mr. Chino, thank you very much, and have a lovely day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspirational words. And yes, of course, nothing is impossible. So if we want to live in peace and harmony, it's also possible. Ladies and gentlemen, Now let's welcome Advocate Mr. R. Kalamohan, Managing Director, R. Kalamohan Law LLC, Advocate and Solicitor of the Supreme Court of Singapore. Kalamohan is a law graduate from University of London and a barrister from Lincoln Inn. He is in active practice for the last 40 years in Singapore. He deserves a big round of applause even here, 40 years. He is the director of the firm R. Kalamohan Law LLC. He is primarily a litigator, having done cases in the subordinate courts, now known as estate courts, family courts, high courts, and the courts of appeal. An avid reader with a passion for studies, he has completed and obtained MBA about 10 years ago. He is a speaker on radio and television, on law segments and social issues for the last 25 years, and has written 2 books in Tamil, in Law and You, and Law and Cases. His passion is law. He believes that for every issue there is a solution, and nothing is beyond the law, as the law caters from cradle to grave. His other passion is non-profit social and community works. He is the current Vice President of Abdul Kalam Vision Society, promoting the values of the late APJ Abdul Kalam, scientist, the missile man, and the former President of India. May I request Dr. B. Ramanathan and Dr. Chinu to kindly do the honor. And ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Kalamohan. Welcome, sir. I really like the culture of shawl, and that too bright shawls. You know, the color itself gives us happiness, joy, brightness. Sir, a few words.
Thank you. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, it's an undeniable pleasure to be here at this function. Actually, I was quite doubtful whether I'll be here when Dr. Chinnu called me and Dr. Ram sent me a message. I've been quite indisposed for about 7 months in 2022. And I started going back to office on the 3rd of January for half a day. And I'm now going back to office half days. I am recovered from my health impediment, but I was extremely shocked and surprised when Dr. Chinnu called me and said, please come, there's an award for you. I've been on many stages. In fact, since my secondary school days, I've been doing bits and pieces of acting on stage, Shakespeare plays, Tamil plays, and especially a text of our O-level script, O-level exams, The Winslow Boy, if any of you have read that drama. And of course, thereafter, I went on to radio. I've done plays. I gave my voice. And I think I appeared in 1 or 2 television dramas, but that was not my cup of tea. So, when I became a lawyer, of course, I had to leave this acting because it doesn't sync with my practice. Ladies and gentlemen, the most influencing factor in my life is and was my late mother. I mean, without her, I probably would not have become a lawyer. I probably would not be standing on this stage being described by Haleema, receiving awards from Dr. Ram, Dr. Chinnu. You see, mother to me was my guiding factor. I lived with my mother all my life until she passed away about 25 years ago. So you can imagine from the day I was born, I never left her. School, primary school, secondary school, university. Of course, when I was away in London, she was in Singapore. Otherwise, throughout my life and throughout her life, I was with her. Even after marriage, I lived with her. I am very proud to say that she did not come and live with me. I lived with her. I think that is what matters to me. So when my mother is there, the respect we give to elders, there are so many here, maybe not so many, a few here who are elder than me, okay? But respect is due to everyone. That is most important. You know, there are so many of you, not so many, a few of you here who are non-Tamil speaking. That is why I'm not speaking in Tamil. Otherwise, I would love to speak my mother tongue. I will just say one word in my mother tongue. Thayir chiranda kovilumillai. That means there is no other temple which is greater than your mother. I mean, that is something which is very close to my heart today and forever. Ladies and gentlemen, with that note, I wish to thank the organizers today, Dr. Ram, Dr. Chinnu, Madam Haleema, and the whole lot of the organizing committee, and all my friends here. I can recognize many friends here, many, you know, whom I have interacted with during my years and years of social service in Singapore. To also say that I belong to a small society which was not mentioned here because I did not tell them. Society of Kalaipittas, Kalaipittargal Kalagam in Tamil. I mean, that's a society which is going to celebrate 60 years this year. 2023 will be 60 years. We got the society running when we were students. And then we got it registered in 1968. And since then, of course, the last 3 years, nothing. Like every society, COVID actually paralyzed us. Now we are back in action, and we hope to join up with Abdul Kalam Vision Society and also my good friend society and do many activities. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. The bad news is the time flies. But the good news is that we are the pilots. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to Dr. Ernest Chen, who is an author, speaker, trainer, and personal coach in public speaking. And Dr. Ernest Chen is our trainer and mentor and friend who is going to help us to come out of the fear of public speaking. He has founded the world's first Mandarin speaking Toastmaster Club, and he was appointed the chief judge in various international speech contests, and he is the founder and director of Asia Speakers Association. He was awarded the Distinguished Toastmaster title in 1993, and he has founded 10 Toastmaster clubs in Singapore. And he has authored the bestseller public speaking book, Earnestly Speaking. Ladies and gentlemen, he believes that most of the people are not able to reach to their heights because they have the fear of public speaking. And he is here to help us. Let's join his Singapore Public Speaking Club so that we also can reach and achieve the greater heights as Dr. Ernest Chen has achieved. Thank you very much for accepting this award, and may I request Dr. Ram and Dr. Chinnu to kindly do the honor. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. And we all expect how to come out of the fear of public speaking.
Thank you, Dr. Ram. Thank you, Dr. Cheno. My dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. I never believed that I could be receiving this award today. However, I believe that it is an honor to receive such an award. After looking at the banner, human excellence and outstanding global leadership. Yes, we need human excellence in the world today. I believe I could not even measure up to 50% of human excellence.
Yes.
We must continue to attain human excellence every day of our life. However, for the outstanding award, I believe I'm outstanding because I'm the only Chinese among the Indians. I'm outstanding also in the school. I was very mischievous. The teacher always asked me to stand outside the class. I'm so outstanding that I miss all the lessons. So all those things we all learn. Indeed, it's never easy to be human excellence. It's never easy to be outstanding. Outstanding means that you're to be very unique. I believe that I have the privilege and fortunate enough to learn public speaking at an early age. So I've been traveling around the world, giving speeches and giving training. That was the reason why suddenly it became a passion in me. Public speaking can bridge the differences between nations, between different races, and between different segments of the population. We must communicate in order to understand the other parties. We must communicate to promote peace. We must communicate to promote understanding, the world understanding, so that there will be peace and there won't be war. So that there will be love, there won't be any animosity. I must congratulate the organizer for promoting this thing by giving an award. The recipient actually is receiving the pressure to work on it. We cannot sit on our laurel. We must continue to promote so that the world will be one, so that the world will be at peace. I wish to thank Dr. Ram, Dr. Chino for initiating this award. Thank you so much, my friends.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. God bless you. Ladies and gentlemen, we all have seen the example. A leader always shows the example, and Dr. Ernest has just now shown an example of public speaking, how he has stolen our hearts within 2 minutes. A big round of applause to Dr. Ernest, please. Now we are very proud to introduce Captain N. Shankar, former CEO, Winsight Maritime Pte. Limited, Singapore, founding president of Guild of International Speakers and Trainers, Singapore. His mission in life is to help individuals, groups, companies, and organizations to set and achieve their goals. He is a trusted advisor and mentor who can help navigate the life cycles of any business or individuals. His career as a navigating officer and captain in the merchant marine, especially on some very large and demanding ships sailing across the oceans for 17 years, followed by senior management positions in globally renowned maritime companies for another 17 years, and an entrepreneur since 2010, have provided a kaleidoscope of experiences which can be drawn up on to assist those who can benefit. With transferable skills, with rounded knowledge, with a positive attitude, he aims to make a significant difference to any person, business, or organization reaching out to some assistance. He prefers to work with focus and respect for people. His strength is in creating something new, usually without nothing. So surprising. With a track record of constantly creating a never before thought of new position every 3 years in his entire post-C career of 25 years. Ladies and gentlemen, an innovative person, Captain N. Shankar. Let's salute him, and may I request Dr. Ram and Dr. Chinnu to kindly do the honor. Congratulations, sir, and thank you very much for accepting this award. It's an honor for all of us, for the organizers. Your golden words, please.
Thank you. Good evening. Thank you for this award. It's an emotional moment for me because when we first started Guild of International Speakers and Trainers, it was called, it was a different name then. We changed the name a little later. Because at that time we didn't even know where it will go. We were a bunch of very diverse individuals with diverse backgrounds coming together to see what we can do to shape our own vision of what it can be. And today, what Dr. Ram shared as just the short form, guide, inspire, shape, and transform. So I have seen that it is now taking shape and it will lead to transformation. My inspiration is Dr. Ten Murialia. As a navigator, I could take the largest ships in the world to safe harbor. But for inspiring somebody like Dr. Ten, she would walk 3 flights of stairs when her health was not really good, with a 10-kilo backpack, just to help us set this off the ground. And every time, I'm not just saying it because she's here and you're all here, I say this to a lot of people about how she has inspired me. So in our weakest moments, I always think, if she can do that, I should do more. Dr. Ram, what a phenomenal person he is. And he has taken it to where we started. We just laid a very small foundation. And Dr. Saravanan, he's not here. And now when we come to the transformation stage, we have got Dr. Chinnu here to lead it to the next generation. So I'm very happy. It's a proud, humbling, and very emotional moment for me. And thank you all for being here. And please continue to support this organization. It's very nascent. You all have led a lot of bigger organizations. So please support this so that they can achieve what their original purpose was. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. And yes, of course, I also love Shanti very much. I have given nickname to her as Shanti. It's easy to pronounce. Yes, I also appreciate you very much. Sir has rightly said about you. Ladies and gentlemen, I was eagerly waiting that where are my women? And then here comes an iron lady. Joyce Kingsley is visionary Singapore women entrepreneur with 3 decades of experience in business, who is best known for her immense contribution to uplift the Indian business community, particularly the women. She founded LWW, the women's wing of Lisha, in 2012. Joyce has been the chairperson of the women's wing of the Little India Shopkeepers and Heritage Association for 10 years, and also the vice chairperson of the parent organization Lisha under her supervision. LWW has successfully organized 200 events with Joyce's directions LWW is now acknowledged to be among the leading women organizations in Singapore. She has also rebranded SIS Premium Meats PT Limited, a household name for more than 60 years in retail of fresh and frozen meats in Singapore, a legacy started by her late father in 1960s. She followed her passion and parallelly founded another entity creating A-Class Corporates LLP and started providing training and consultancy in areas pertaining to leadership, etiquette, and personality branding and development. We welcome you, Ms. Joyce. A big round of applause. And may I request Dr. Ram and Dr. Chinnu to kindly do the honor, please. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I think there should be some special consideration for women. A big round or bigger round for women. Thank you. I liked it. Who is that? Yes. I was expecting from new generation such type of gesture. Yes, ma'am, please.
Thank you so much. Good evening, Dr. Ram, Dr. Chinnu, Dr. Haleema, and to all of you present here. Thank you so much for this prestigious award. I'm truly honored and humbled to receive it. Thank you so much to the one who nominated me and to the panel of judges for the selection. Thank you so much. And you know, when we do community work, social service, we don't really expect anything in return. But such recognition, such awards, accelerates us to keep going, to do even better. So, you know, like the saying, "Erigira velakkanalum thoondukol vendum." Yeah, so thank you so much because, of course, it's not easy running a business, having a family, and then doing social work. So thank you so much for the recognition and to the Guild team. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am, for accepting this award. It's really an honor for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. Now a teacher is coming. Mr. Muhammad Sharif is a senior education officer, Singapore. He has been an instrumental in developing the curricular pattern for secondary and junior college level education. He supports to plan and execute the program like students' Tamil translation and essay writing competitions, which is very important to develop bilingual skills of the students, both Tamil and English. He believes in arranging more opportunities for students to attend and listen eminent speakers and scholars programs and subject-oriented literal talks, sessions, and may provide lots of eye-opening opportunities. As a senior education officer, he created the real-time experiencing opportunities for students out of classroom activities by engaging the different roles and responsibilities through their volunteering contributions to societal activities and coordinate various kinds of programs and events. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to Mr. Muhammad Sharif, Senior Educator, Singapore. And may I request Dr. Ram and Dr. Chinnu to kindly do the honor. A few words from the mouth of a teacher and educator. Okay.
Sincere thanks to Dr. Haleema, Dr. Ram, Dr. Chinnu, and the dignitaries and fellow human beings. It's really, indeed, surprise and
shocked to me when I heard this, because like Vice Kingsley mentioned, we do things, we do service because of God, nothing, we don't expect anything. But such things will help us to motivate us to scale further. In Tamil there is a saying, "Ookuvikka aal irundal, ookuvippavaram thekkuvippar." If someone behind you to motivate you, to push you, even an ordinary person can excel in life. I just simply do my job and humbled and honored to receive this award. And I always say, today is a busy day. In fact, it's a marriage day of mine. Yesterday was my birthday. I had my lunch at school, rushed back to school, just spent an hour home. Then the motivational factors, I would say this, the person who is not grateful to the human being cannot be grateful to the God. So I always believe in that. As the saying goes, not failure, but the lower aim is pride. Nothing but valuvattu, ulluvadellam niyadilla. In the other form, what you desire, you will get it. That's it. So COVID did a small help, I would say, for us. I know many friends here, we used to work with them, many of them. How the Mahatma Gandhi's thing was described in Tamil, Atti Indi, Rattam Indi, Yuttam Mandu, right? There was no weapon, no blood, but there was a war. This was described for Gandhi's independent fight. Same way, there was a small team. My friend, Mr. Saravana, marine engineer, this Mr. Ranjit, Dr. Haleema, Dr. Rajiv sometimes. This team we formed during the COVID. We did a lot of things, like what Amir Ali said, our ambassador and Amir Ali also supported it. Because we can't do great things, but we can do small things. This is what I believe. So we did a lot of things, and thanks to Dr. Ram connecting throughout the world, be it India, many parts of India, Middle East, Africa. We did give a lot of speeches, motivational speeches, academic awareness and guidance, educational career consultancy, everything. But finally, we are not millionaires. We did our part. Like Narayana Mission donation, I just recollect, Mr. Saravanan, me, Mr. Ranjit, this group, 10% of the donation goes from us. So this, we know, if the right hand is, it shouldn't even known by the left hand. Why I'm repeating, this kind of meetings, function, should be reached to the youngsters and make them the better human beings. Finally, in education, there is no class distinction. God bless all of us. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Next, I'm going to introduce, something is very different, right? Is Miss Vidya Nagarajan. She's actually a co-director of Ras Put Industries. And then she's very unique among us here. She's actually, involved a lot of charity activities, very experienced grassroots leaders. She's organized a lot of activity for our community. Other than that, she's actually involved, Miss Singapore's, the kind of award, functions. She was awarded Miss Singapore World Peace last year, and then Asia Pacific Queen of Substance, and then so on. She have awarded a lot of, award, and then I have attended her functions. So basically, it's now actually we need a peace. As you know, why we have a war going on. We need more of, Miss Vidya Nagarajan, And then she's also chairman of resident committee at Amokia constituency. She's actually helping youth development, women developments, and then she's also very active in the community services. Okay, I'm very happy and pleasure to invite Ms. Mithya Nagarajan. Few words. Thank you.
A very good evening. First and foremost, I would like to thank Dr. Haleema, Dr. Chinnu, and Dr. Ram for nominating me for this prestigious award. Well, to be standing here today, I did come across a lot of challenges in life. So basically, I'm a full-fledged auditor from Ernst & Young. That's how I started my career. Then on, I took over my dad's business, which is basically manufacturing of all kinds of spices, curry powder. So it's a total different ball game for what I studied and what I'm doing now. But this business has taught me how to overcome challenges, as in how to bring the business to the next level. So whereby I always had this mindset that it's always nice to bring smile into other people's life. It can be even a very small form of help where you can do, which can bring smile into other people's life. And I learned that you need not be a millionaire to help one another. So I joined Grassroots, and I'm helping out quite actively in the Tegi MPS and community service as well. And furthermore, being representing Singapore for their world peace. Right now we are having the Ukraine-Russia war, and we have got a lot of things, like Singapore have to prepare ourselves for nuclear war as well, because you do not know when your neighbors are going to get angry with you. It's a lot of issues going on there. And I think that peace and kindness starts from us, being humans, helping one another, and being helpful wherever you can. And then furthermore, I'm into women empowerment to all the women out there. All right, kudos to y'all. I think all of y'all are doing a very good job. And we should move on further to empower other women, right? Yeah. All right, thank you.
It is now time for me to introduce a very, very special person. To me, she's an epitome of leadership, of greatness, and I'm always inspired by her. And I'm so honored that I get to introduce her today. I'm talking about none other than Dr. Haleema Sadia. So let me say a few words, which is not enough for her, I would say, but let me do my best. Dr. Haleema Sadia is an education leader, teacher's trainer, doctorate in philosophy, Hamdard University, Bachelor of Education for Delhi University, 29 years in education sector. She propels women empowerment and leadership training. She's also the founder and chairperson of Saukat Education Trust, an education trust for underprivileged children, president of SAET for Organization for Deprived Women, and she is herself a leader because she's always on the path of leadership, even for her own self, despite all her accolades. She's always trying to improve herself. She has an Outstanding Principals Award in 2015. She is 100 Most Influential Principal in 2016. She has published 200 articles on social education and religious matters. She has done 200 talks on channel Z Salam, ETDT, All India Radio and Gyan-Vani. She has been a judge at Talash Ek Ruhani Awaz Ki, 200 episode of JAHAN-E Nishwan, member of Book Review Community and CERT, and organizations like NCERT and NIOS. She's a lifelong member of Age Care India, former committee member on girls' education with NCMEI and Government of India. She is committed to girls' education programs, organized more than 150 programs for women and underprivileged girls of society. Yes, she deserves a round of applause. She supports many charitable schools in New Delhi, underprivileged organization, and free training for students. Thank you very much. But most of all, she's my good friend, and I really respect her.
Thank you.
Okay. A few words, please.
Thank you, everyone, and a special thanks to my husband who is here to motivate me after, and my son and my daughter-in-law and my small baby daughter. Yes. So thank you very much, family, for being here. And since we are running short of time, let's proceed. And may I request Mr. Fariullah to kindly come and then proceed for the panel discussion on educational global leadership for peace and harmony. A big round of applause for Mr. Fariullah. Thank you, Rihanna.